wrong idea. Get left out there. Tell them so what? I kept trap music all black. Still, I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you ask stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Snickers, you gotta spin.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hey, Leon, show that bench release and go. All right, let's go.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a first down carry by Bell, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
AB! Check.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On second down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Jack 16. Big. King. Snickers, you gotta spin. Whirl!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Robert Kindici with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. To throw, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on third down, Wentz throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. Man 5-7.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Bell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard. Yeah,
but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll pitch it out to Bell. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Let's go. Snickers, you got to spin. That's right. Stings.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got it with the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now Bell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They get it to him running left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Let's find two.
Wentz now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. He'll get it up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Come on now. Let's go.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And now out come the Steelers. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McDonald. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Fights loose, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3 down. 3 down. I'm bringing it to you.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, now. Hey, B. Hey, Leon. Big. Corner.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Single, slap.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, let's go. Double. Monday.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. T.Y. McGill in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Sunday. This by 7. 81.
On second down, here's Wentz. Going up top. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Come on now, oh, come on now, let's go.
Wentz now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Shorty. That's it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They come out here in the I. On third down, that's Logan. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Snickers, you got to spin. Quarter. King. Left.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Jack 16.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. T.Y. McGill in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
All right, let's go. Snickers, you got to spin.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
We're good.
This is Logan. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Hayward. in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Snickers! Snickers! Quarter!
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That goes for a gain of 31. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You
mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
You good from across?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Roethlisberger will throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Cyrus Jones picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Sunday! 81! Come on. Trey 15!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They run with Logan. And I think the ball's out. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Wentz going to throw, and he fires one incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cardinals, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.